There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you are absolutely strapped in here for a new episode of the midweek update. It is Thursday, the 5th of June. And we're getting ready for a new week with a bit of a bearish takeout so far. And I didn't really do any videos so far this week with any real takes on the chart. So we're going to do that in this live stream. If you've got any questions, by the way, just show them, ask them in the chat currently, or do them in the comments. I try to reply on everything, even though sometimes I'm slacking, but I will try to anyways. I also quickly want to mention this because it is the new update. It is the new update for Main City. So a lot of good stuff about that as well. So the third season, Fractured Fate. Many people I do know in the CRO fam are playing this game, or playing, well, they are trying to play this game at least, because it is currently a lot more harder with 7 different continents. Anyway, we can talk a bit about that if you guys want to. Other than that, I really want to talk about this. I want to talk about the Cronos strategic reserve. And I don't know what happened, but I think they missed here an unlock. That's strange. Anyways, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about so many things, guys. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. Actually, I was wrong about it, it seems. I posted a tweet not long ago that currently the unlock happened, but the unlock did not yet happen. It happened will happen on the 17th of June. Anyway, I make mistakes, guys. I'm human as well. But don't forget to strap in, because together we can make less mistakes. What is important though, as of right now, we are just below the 10-cent level for CRO on the majority of exchanges. Terry, by the way, strapped in. Welcome. But just below 10 cents for CRO, which is not the strongest support. I actually wouldn't mind if you go down back to the blue line, retest it, and then have a bit of fun to the upside again. We'll have to see it also in correlation with the Bitcoin market currently making a bit of a dump. So far, this week has been also red. I'm not yet, guys, ready to call this a similar double top as in 2021. Why? Well, I would say check in with my latest video, the time to buy, because I can show it to you in the monthly scale. But go to the chart, guys. Go to TradingView if you want to. Go to TradingView, open the monthly charts, open an indicator like, for example, the relative strength index, and just take a look here where we are, like strength-wise. All peaks happened in the green zone, like a typical green zone. But so far, we've had 2 small pieces of green, but the all-time high didn't even happen in the green zone, guys. So we have more room for growth in this cycle. That's my belief. I do not think that cycles are completely dead yet. That's my take as well. Might be controversial, but I think some more fun is still heading our way. Peter saying, I'm bullish myself. I could very easily be wrong, but I'm looking at a descending wedge on the 4-hour, already starting on the 31st of May, where we are today. We can check in with that one. Yeah, so we are currently dumping just a little bit. Yeah, you can see it heading down here. It's going down for sure. Doing this on the fly, guys. Yeah, it's actually... Whoa, okay, interesting. I need to do it a bit more proper, but it could be indeed like soon coming to a finale. If Peter's onto something here. We could be onto a quick finale here, because it's getting... Those lines are collapsing, and typically, guys, whenever that's happening, we see some fun action. Both. It could be also... Typically, these are bullish indicators, but sometimes they break to the downside. It does happen. But in the overall picture, guys, long term, I'm not worried at all. And I also want to talk about that in relation with Bitcoin dominance, because what I've been seeing the last few days is absolutely amazing, because it correlates with my theory, or it's according to my theory. saying though that, you know, we could also have a bounce of CRO at about 0.98 cents for CRO due to the Bollinger Bands. I can use that overlay as well today, guys. Bit light. There's not much happening in the scene. I can talk a bit more about some news regarding Trump and TrueFi, but it's a silent market currently. Not much happening. Of course, strategy is buying more Bitcoin. I mean, what's new about that? Oh, we got this news, by the way. GPay is onto something, because that's actually quite cool. More from like a technical point of view. But Crow Knife, one of the biggest communities on Cronos, they managed to get a layer 0 connection with Crow Knife. So you can actually really easily bridge from Cronos to Solana to wherever I think Crow Knife is playing. And I think also in base. That's nice. That's really, really nice. I think the future, guys, is multi-chain. So they're doing something very good. Oh, I wish 98 cents. I wish 98 cents. minus 10x. Yeah, unfortunate. Let's quickly. This is, by the way, the thumbnail of today's video. So let's break this down quickly here as well, because my belief, guys, is, as I've pointed out in multiple videos so far, is that this has been the top and about 0.65% for Bitcoin dominance. And that so far we are heading up, but I still think this will be a lower low. And what I would like to point out here is that we're potentially creating a bit of an M pattern, right? As you can see here, the first up, and we try it again, we go up. Yeah, it's a bit iffy. I think this is still the same move up, but you can kind of see that we actually went down here, then we went up again, and I think we might be moving down now. That's, of course, the big question, but why do I believe this? Well, mainly because it is also logical to me. Take a look what's happening with Ethereum. Ethereum is still climbing the staircase here. It's still in this pattern. To me, it's only a matter of when Ethereum will really break out here. Oh, John is hoping the bears wake up today. I hope we go down to about 100k. Let's say 95. That would be a great discount. That would be a great discount for Bitcoin. I think I had some targets at about 98k, but I'm not really trading Bitcoin anymore, guys. I'm not really trading Bitcoin. It's, for me, the Bitcoin days are over. I do live by my thesis. I say what I preach. I do what I preach, I think. So to me, Bitcoin is over. To me, Bitcoin season is slowly coming to an end. And of course, it is still Bitcoin season, but you know, I see the trend is shifting at least. That's my take on this. That's also what you can see here. Even though, unfortunately, we did have a bit of a rejection here for Crow Bitcoin. But I think, or as you see this M pattern for the Bitcoin dominance, a bit of a W pattern is actually picking up here for Crow Bitcoin. So that's good news. That is a very good news. I've seen things break down though, but I'm remaining positive. That's my take as well. That's my take as well. Anyways, who else is in here? What the hell happens? We were moving up. Ooh, yes. It's unfortunate. So it was really weird today, actually. And so we got this sudden move to 106. Maybe we can show it here on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. So we had a move to 106 today. I even have to use a different chart. This is too long. Yeah, we had a move up to about 106. And then a big reversal. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen any big news. The only thing I have seen is that one of the most ridiculous traders, James Wynn, he has been liquidated at about 103k. So maybe now the degen era is over and we can go back to typical market fluctuations. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, strapping in for John. As well, welcome JP again. I see Stacy in the house. He has some takeaway coming in. Nice. What did you order, dude? Got there. Let's go. Crow. And I see Bjorn. Welcome. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I really, I never really make mistakes, but this wasn't a big mistake because I really thought, based on the information, I made this tweet not long ago saying that we had another delegation, an unlock really of the reserve, but apparently not. Apparently the data was shown wrong here, which made sense because it was not showing the right data before. But so guys, anyone wondering, the Cronos strategic reserve is still at about $7 billion in value, US dollar value. Nothing moved. Nothing moved yet. So all tokens in the reserve are still there. If anyone is saying, well, oh, this dump today, this big dump is all due to the reserve 70 billion crow scam. No, today it isn't. Today it's all due to Bitcoin. All due to Bitcoin. Curry on the way. Ooh. Is it spicy? I hate spicy, guys. I'm sorry. The market is already spicy enough for me, so I can't do spicy food as well. Hey, good dude. Welcome. Had a great launch for NFX. I've seen the price move up like crazy. There's no financial advice for anyone here, but I'm glad we got some moves here on the market for Cronos chain. I'm glad Wing got liquidated. He was trading emotionally and too many people were following him. Yeah, he was a really bad example. He made money. So if anyone is wondering, James Wynn, he is a guy that made money with Pepe early on this cycle. So he got known for his Pepe call. I think he bought Pepe at about 600,000. He got very lucky. He got very lucky, and sometimes you can be lucky, and if you repeat your luck again and again, it shows you got some skills. But he basically showed that he doesn't have any real skills. He's just very, very freaking lucky. Smash the like, strap in, guys. Good reminder here. What's up? What's up? I think that Bitcoin had a moving average at about 99.5. So it might come down a little. I think that might have been it, yeah. I think the weekly or 21 day. That's the only thing I hate to see. Probably I have to check it actually, but we've been following. Oh no, we're fine. We're fine, guys. So you can see here we got the Crow token. We've got the Crow token here on the rainbow chart, and the purple line. Oh, let me remove this. The purple token, or the purple line here, is the 21 week, and typically once we go above it, it's a good sign. We might even have a retest on it as support, but let's see. It will actually have to drop a lot lower for Crow to about 9.5 cents. I don't see. We might have a wick towards it, but I believe we close the week. I believe we close the week above this, maybe even above 10 cents. I don't know. There's no public holiday tomorrow, is there? No, I don't think so. I do know that in the Netherlands, and it might also be in other parts of Europe and the world. So on Monday we have a special national holiday. I think it's a Christian holiday as well. I'll also name in English. We call it Pinksteren in Dutch. Pinksteren. Hey, welcome meme season. And also Night Gaming, welcome. It played out nicely. Good to hear, man. I'm really cheering for anyone having success today. I mean, we deserve it. We've had a lot of negative thoughts, but oh wow, this is actually hurting, guys. Typically when we stream, we actually go up in price, but we broke out to the downside so far out of the structure that Pete mentioned earlier. Can still be a wick, so don't you worry too much. But you can see the same thing for Bitcoin, and this is somewhat scary. So my thoughts. Jay Smith is asking, how's your feeling with the market? Must admit that I was okay till last week, starting to get tired of it. I mean, it's a dip for ends. It's a dip for ends, guys. It's I wouldn't mind if you go retest like over here. This one's again more. So that's about 97k, 98. But this will be the first retest here. So we got this line, this moving line here. Yeah, this is actually quite interesting. I'm just drawing these lines currently in the stream, so bear with me. But you can see that we broke down out of the structure, it seems. That's also why we have this sudden reaction. I'm not really seeing any targets yet. I don't know. This is a really weird, really weird trend line. So I don't know. It's moving quickly now, though, guys. You're watching this dumpy Bitcoin stream today. Really, really interesting what's happening now. I'm not Irish. I'm Dutch. I'm Dutch. So guys, tune in, strap in, because this might be a bit of a free fall moment. A free fall moment here, at least on the hour chart. It's happening now. Bitcoin is going down. And that drags everything with it. And I hate it because I was just talking about this, how nicely Ethereum is moving up in this pattern. And this is a bullish pattern. So I'm still hoping it is only like a temporary scare. I still think that's the most likely outcome, but let's see. We might go down a bit more. Is the market reacting to the Trump-Musk VAD? I mean, why? It was quite clear that they weren't really big friends anymore after he stepped down. He was actually against the tariffs. He said to Trump, please don't do tariffs. It's hurting Tesla. It is hurting the market. Trump continued. They were having a fight. Peter's having a short open on Sui. And another one on Ape. But I'm long on Crow. Oh, you got a low leverage for one for Crow. Only about 8.1 cents. Yeah, so guys, currently I think we have a bit of resistance or support here from this line. You can see where we are. Right at the bottom of these lines here. So I think a jump from here could make sense. This just being a fake out. That also quite often happens. That happens quite often in the market, that we have a fake out before the actual breakout. So we actually do something like this. It happens. This is what traders don't like, but it happens a lot. That's why you can't. For anyone wondering, I'm not really an expert, but if you like to do trades like Peter's doing here, Peter's is doing a short. You don't do a short now. That would be a very stupid mistake. But if you want to do a short on any token, can be CRO, can be Bitcoin, you typically wait for at least a retest. And I would say a retest could be like here before we really continue some more downward momentum. Why do we say here? Well, because of this level here, the downward level. So if you do something like that, you can actually get a good short in. But now you don't start a short. You typically don't start a short right now, because you can only do that with a bit of luck. If this is the case though, random token, I would be surprised. I heard some good stories. They were talking with Trump, not with Trump, with the Chinese president. We got no public holiday on Monday, okay. We only ever have Monday as a public holiday, not Friday. Okay, makes sense. Ja, zeker. Ja, zeker. There are a lot of Dutchies going to Cronos, to the Crow farm. By the way, meme season, if you were wondering, we're actually doing a meetup in Utrecht. So for anyone watching now, we're planning a bit of a Crow farm Dutch gathering in Utrecht in the Netherlands. We're just getting the activities out, so do join me on Discord. You can find a link, I think, in the description down below. And we'll be planning it for, I think, July. It might be the beginning of August. Kind of when we get the most amount of people in there. So if you want to join, feel free to. There's some real people behind the usernames. Link in the Discord, and I think I'll also post a link in the YouTube channel, so don't you worry. For anyone wondering though, we are currently doing a bit of a dump. No big bounce yet. Cronos is even worse. But you see how beautifully this line, it acts as support, and I love it. We have a touch and we bounce back. Bounce right back. Maybe I can show it even better. Yeah, you see it really beautifully here. You can see it really beautifully here. So Guys, this is not just a line I'm drawing on the chart here. It acts as support when it needs to. I do hope though that we this is important. If we break down, this is the end of, I think, the 10-cent era so far for CRO. There's been a few good, like 6 days 6 days above 10 cents. It was fun. It was fun, guys. Good news though, Bitcoin is moving up a bit more, so good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. The only thing I hate about this, we talked a bit about Bitcoin dominance earlier. We started the stream in the red for Bitcoin dominance, and so far it isn't much up. But every time that Bitcoin makes a bit of a dumpy dump here on the screen, we do see altcoins losing even more. And I think the best example is Ethereum here, going out of this range. If it is though like a fake out, I am a very happy trader, because then the bulls can come back, have I think one more go at this level about here, about 2,700 for Ethereum. Now we can really see the collapse of Bitcoin dominance. Well, let's see, let's see. I actually entered the Sui short at about $3.32 after it got rejected of a FIP level. That's also clever, guys. So what you can do is you can use tools, if you know how to use them at least, to trade. So these are Fibonacci levels. If you don't know what Fibonacci levels are, you might have to go back to your high school books. Fibonacci is basically the scale for snails. So you can see it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. That's how Fibonacci works, but also they have tools that kind of use the math behind the Fibonacci theory. Please, Elmus, don't spam any tokens, please. Just checking the main charts or also doing smaller coins? I mean, I check mainly Lion. The Lion token is something I check. But the thing is meme season. It is so freaking risky. And I know if I make a call there, people will listen. People will listen. And because it's so freaking risky, yeah, it can go up, can go down. If literally one person, like, that's the thing, right? That's the thing with small community. There are many whales in the Cronos community. So only a few people sometimes hold like up to 10% of a project, especially the smaller ones. And if they're like done with a certain project, they can literally kill the token. And I don't have any influence on that. Like I can do like TA, I can do a lot of good fundamental analysis, but if there's like one whale in there that kills the market, okay, that's done. The same thing can also be the case in the opposite direction. It can be one whale entering the market plus 10% out of nowhere. It's so small, it's so risky. That's why I stay away from it personally. Down for 6 months on my investment. The market just getting wrecked now. It's okay. We actually have a bit of a bounce now, and if we continue this, ladies and gentlemen, we are up for some real fun. If this is actually the fake out we might be witnessing now, we're up for a very, very fun market in the upcoming days, maybe even weekend. Sometimes that's a fun thing about typically trading Bitcoin. Sometimes Bitcoin has this crazy moves to the upside due to low liquidity. Let's quickly go to the, not this one, let's go to the stock chart, because the S&P hasn't had the best week so far. You can see also, so Bitcoin had a bad week, but not only Bitcoin, also the S&P here, the stock market in the US. Tech stocks, not really behaving the best so far. What I find strange though, if you take a look at oil, the oil commodities, oil is going down and down and down. I need to use a different chart, but this is beautiful to see. Oil going down. Why is this beautiful? For anyone wondering, oil, we're talking about Bitcoin, right? Well, think about this, guys. Oil is the base still for, I think, 60% of all energy used worldwide. I'm not only talking about like energy, but also fuel, like gasoline or diesel. So anyone producing can now easily produce anything with energy. Energy is so cheap now. And it can take some time, but typically later in the supply chain, companies can use that cheap energy to produce something else more cheaply as well. And that will come into the market. People can buy it. And because it's cheaper, more people can buy it. Well, and that's maybe a reason why some people think we might have an economic crisis coming. I don't believe so. Due to the cheap oil that is actually helping the economy and also inflation so much. Anyway, so far for the macroeconomic coin baron here. I've never actually done a video more macro like that. I do have a master's degree in economics, so I hope I say something that makes sense. Yeah, 100 plus, that's way too small, meme season. Way too small. Sometimes I'm even like thinking the Lion token, I can talk about it like all day, but it doesn't really make sense. Lion USD. The Lion token it's not the Lion token, it is a different one. This is a rug. Lion USD on crypto.com. I don't know the liquidity because the liquidity is split on multiple chains. And also there's liquidity on the exchange for Lion token. This, by the way, guys, is the game we were talking about. So the Loaded Lion game, they have their own token. And if you use... Now, this is a bit different. I think in the future, if you play this game, you can earn the Lion token by being in the top, I don't know, top 1000 or something. Currently, you can already earn like a bit of Cronos if you do the competitive seasons. And I do believe you can also pay with CRO. You can actually buy vouchers, and vouchers can be used to upgrade or to do anything on the market. I think they will actually use the Lion token. So Lion might get a bit more utility in the future. But so far, meh. Not really anything happening so far. Okay, guys, I'm getting quite a bit bullish. It's moving up again. Moving up again. It might be enough. It might be enough for us to have a good bounce here. That's the big question so far. It's a big if. Let's go talk a bit more about the news though, because what you guys haven't seen yet, I think, on the stream, is that a lot of things happened regarding TrueFi. You might have seen the news that Truth Social, the company by the Trump family, they just had another announcement for a Bitcoin ETF. And let me show you what is happening there. Because the Bitcoin ETF, where is it? The Bitcoin ETF by Prime Media is using Forest Holdings US, which is, by the way, a daughter company of Crypto.com, as really the liquidity provider and custodian. So again, the partnership between Crypto.com and Trump Media is helping a lot because they are doing a lot of these S1s currently. I think the SEC will be very busy and will be very busy with checking all these ETFs for not only Bitcoin, but also the staked one for CRO. Regarding staked CRO, there is still a bit of fuzziness regarding will that actually count? Will the S1 form for the staked CRO ETF be accepted? We don't know yet. But if we don't know, well, we will get a comment by the SEC soon to get a bit more clarity. Anyone, by the way, wondering how this will work? So this is kind of how it will work. Crypto.com will soon custody over $2 billion in Bitcoin for Donald J. Trump. If you want to know how it works, this is how. So there we go. Let me open it a bit better. Yeah, okay, this is good. Here we got the customer. Customer wants to actually buy some Bitcoin. It will go into the trust. The trust will buy the Bitcoin using Crypto.com. Then Crypto.com will actually hold it as well in their vaults. And if they want to sell, they can get it back by being the liquidity provider. it will go back into trust and it can also back out again as well. I hope that makes sense. It's a good one, but it's sometimes hard to really point out what they really do. Well, Crypto.com will be the custodian, but also the liquidity provider. They will do the buys on the platform. So this is really good for Crypto.com as a company, because this will make sure they have more liquidity on their platform, more potential buy orders, more sell orders. Doesn't necessarily make it very profitable though to be this for Crypto.com, because I think they made a good deal with Trap Media that maybe they do it for free, or maybe they do it just for having the liquid Bitcoin on the platform. We don't really know. Don't really know much about that, unfortunately. What's happening so far though? We're moving up so far for Bitcoin, which I like. Cronos also had a good bounce here. I love my lines. I don't know if P actually opened a short here, but it was a good short in that case. Also, we talked a bit about macro earlier. This is good. On the long-term scale, we have the dollar index here. And the dollar index is definitely now below the 100 level. I don't know how low we will go this cycle. That's the big question, of course, because I do see also, like, from a logical point of view, that the euro could become a bit more interesting for investors. The euro, but also not maybe the yen or the Chinese yuan, or even the Russian real, not the Russian, the Brazilian real. So we got the DXY tumbling down. Because the majority of assets are denoted, I think denoted in dollars. If the dollar is going down, automatically also you will see Bitcoin rise, like longer term, right? In theory, the value is the same, but number will go up, and it also helps with a bit of bullish momentum. If you see the price going up, that definitely helps. And also in general, would you like to hold on to your dollar that's losing value, or would you put it in an asset or different currency that makes you money, basically? In this case, I would say the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. And the trend is to the downside here. Peter's saying, I didn't really short Crow. He was long, he mentioned earlier. But I'm now benefiting from Sui and Ape. Currently in a 10x. 10x short there. 20% in profit. That's good, man. It's really good. The 20%, that's nice. Playing the market. I think somebody was also playing the market today. If you see what's happening here, it's just going right back up again. If this is a V-shaped recovery, it's a good one. It's a really good one. Also interesting, I don't know what happened today. I'm just seeing this for the first time now, but at least on Coinbase, and I think also on different exchanges, it seems like Cronos wanted to make a breakout here. Like a really short one. Within 5 minutes, it was dumped again. This is a big candle to the downside, by the way. We're talking a bit, this is minus 3% in 5 minutes. That's crazy. We're talking a bit about liquidity. So is 100k liquidity too small? I think so for tokens for me to really discuss. But even the Crow token has quite low liquidity so far. Why do I say that? Well, take a look at this. Take a look at how easy it was to jump up the market. Plus 200% in 2 weeks. That's what I call low liquidity as well. Like on Bitcoin, you can make moves, but it's so far, it has grown so huge now. It's really hard to make those big moves. It's fun though. It's really fun. That's why I do like altcoins. That's why I do like Cronos, because I do know in the end. So I feel people like XGen, you know, it's been 6 markets of basically downward momentum since November. The fun is gone. The fun is gone for people holding on. The good thing though, for people just entering the market, this might be a bit of a dump, right? But I always know people will join the market whenever Bitcoin reaches an all-time high. They see it in the news. They see, hey, Whoa, 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 Bitcoin, all-time high. Whoa, I need to jump in now. FOMO's coming in, right? This was a big FOMO moment for Bitcoin. So people join the market, unfortunately, they start off quite bad, but I think, honestly, like, if this is the move, if this is a fake out and we can actually make here a move to like 120, like they feel the bull market and people will feel it. They will go into altcoins as well, potentially. That is what I'm hoping for. Ooh, I'm tired, John is saying. Went fishing today, spent some time in nature. It's great, man, to just cool down a bit. Have fun, enjoy. I hope you caught anything, by the way. Welcome, by the way, Jim, I guess. Oh, come on. I really hope this makes a good reversal. That would be so much fun. You see already for Crows, it's coming back up again. Slowly coming back up to the structure, which I like. And then again, also for Crow Bitcoin, yeah. So this is unfortunate. Last week we had a big move up, of course, with the ETF news. This week we might be going down a bit more. It's okay. It's all part of the journey we're in. But I gotta be honest, ladies and gentlemen, it's quite boring now. So we're kind of waiting for some news. I do have some good news there on that front, though, because in about 1 week time, I think it will be on Thursday. I need to check. On the 11th of June, 11th, so in about a week's time, we got this AMA with Mirko from the Cronos Labs team, and they apparently are working on new stuff for the roadmap. So they got the rough planning. They got the rough planning for the roadmap. But it's coming now. It's coming all together. And what he mentioned earlier is that they are working on like momentum on top of momentum, on top of momentum, on top of momentum. And what I'm still hoping for is that, is the reversal completing? Ooh, no, not yet. One eye on the chart, guys. One eye in the chat. I only got 2 eyes, unfortunately. It's moving back up, Mr. Godfather. Coins are down like 70% or more. Yeah, so basically from the year top, I think we started the year at about, what is it? 20 cents for CRO. Down quite a bit. About 50% even. But it's coming, I guess. Nothing is set in stone, but I believe. I definitely believe. Especially if it's all moving back up again. Well, we're talking a bit about the AMA though. So there will be an AMA. They are currently still collecting the questions for this AMA. So if you're wondering like, hey, what's happening with this 70 billion strategic reserve? It's still sitting still in the wallet. Any plans in the short term, or if you have any questions for the business relation manager, so that's Emily, ask away, because of course they are still building. It's quite a relative young team. Still, I think many people in the team have had like 4 years of history so far. They have been here already since 2020. They have been working on Cronos POS, they've been working on the Cronos EVM, more recently also the Cronos ZK EVM chain. So interesting times. I mean, I hope they come up with something cool or special. If it's like, hey, you can ask me questions, but we haven't really got any news, I'm like, yeah, then don't do the AMA. Or maybe to get him to, so the Mirko is a new guy. Let me try to find him on his X profile. Mirko. They can find him. This is the Cronos lead. He is relatively new to the Cronos ecosystem. He has never really been a front-facing guy. Now he is, so I do hope he is really giving it his best. You can also see, if you go to his Twitter, he's trying to help the community. So Thrilled to witness another grassroots community project here. I don't know. They don't want to chill them, but here we've got Cronos graduation. We got the this one we talked about earlier, the Stargate Finance partnership. So the first one on Cronos. The first community launch meme coin to get crypto.com listing. True it up. Keep building there. So he's really trying to also comment a bit more on what the community is doing, even on a Sunday. Even commenting here on me. But yeah, this is it, guys. Cronos is doing this AMA 11th of June. You can still ask questions, but you unfortunately cannot jump up as a speaker. It will be held between Elder Karl, Mirko, Emily, I think a few people more. Few more people. I like it though. It's happening though. Oh, somebody was talking about the Elon versus Trump live update. So apparently this is a big thing. I know. There was a bit of animosity, but what does anyone know? Is anything happening now? Like anything big? Except for I think I read like this tweet by Trump saying we were friends and we had a good relationship, but Trump and Elon is really going at it right now. Okay. I mean, 10,000 people listening to something Elon and Trump. I mean, I just hope Elon goes back to posting Doge, buying Bitcoin for the Tesla Corporation, getting like a big treasury in Bitcoin again. I mean, that's the play, right? Stop with the whole Doge thing for the government. Do your thing. You're like an entrepreneur. Elon just tweeted that Trump is in the rostering files. What? Okay, let me check that one out. Let me check that one. Elon Musk, owner of Twitter. Huh? Elon Musk says that President Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Okay. Things get spicy. Things get spicy here. Interesting. Very interesting. Did he delete this already as well? Is it still there? It's still there. Okay, interesting. Already 16 million views. This tweet is like 40 minutes old. That might have been the reason for the quick pump and dump. That might have been the reason, guys. I don't know. Jeez Louise. This is what Twitter has become now. Just a place where people can throw shit over the fence. I don't know if it's true, guys. I have no clue. I have zero clue. Mark this post day for the future. The truth will come out. I love the comments on this as well. Benjamin Cohen, what? Oh, Sam Bankman-Friedman. I hope we'll get a movie about the whole FTX thing. I mean, it just sounds like a movie, right? Also, the what? Typical SBF stuff. The memes, man, the memes. Interesting. Elon Musk, just post, man, about Doge. The market still is not really recovering as I hoped it would, unfortunately. For anyone, by the way, wondering about the game, the recent changes to the Fractured Fate season. So what you can see is that now they have added a few things in between here. So you can see that here we have these lines running in between. Those lines are business combos. And they just today actually published some more information regarding the business combos, because the more combos you're making, the more diamonds you can earn. And diamonds are really important for upgrades. For example, now I've got this business here. If I want to upgrade the prestige level, you need to do this. And you pay about 6 million diamonds. And every time you upgrade, you also pay a bit of diamonds. So that's what's happening in this game. The thing though is what's new in this game, and it's a bit controversial, is that every time you upgrade something, you typically get more income. It's a game where you have to tap and upgrade, and the more you upgrade the buildings, the more resources they will make for you. But now you got different continents, and the income for your personal player is based on the region with the lowest amount of income. So currently it's in the Stygian Storm, so I have to maintain all my maps here, all my lands. I got quite a few lands, you can see. I've got to maintain them all just to get some actual income now. So that's somewhat controversial in the community. They are still looking actually at maybe changing this in the future as well. But I think, yeah, it's at least something is happening. Also, they have now the quest system. So you can see we got these quest levels. And for example, get some more bonuses by doing these quests, by attacking. Let me actually attack someone now. It's really kicking off in the Americas, yeah. I don't know, man. It's crazy stuff. Let's try and attack now. I mean, why not? He is a few ranks from me away, so I might not hit it. 50-50 chance. Missed it, so I need to try it again. Unfortunately, I can't do that now, so let's try it once more with a different attack. Come on, hit. There we go. So now I'm stealing some diamonds from this player and also generating some more myself. And if I do, I think 1 or 2 of these quests on a day, you get some additional income as well. And I'm actually wondering, do you guys play this game at all? You tried it before? It's a way to make some additional CRO. Not much though. Not much. So in the last competitive event, you got these diamonds here, these vouchers. And you can buy vouchers with CRO, or you can redeem vouchers and to get some CRO. So if I would redeem all my vouchers now, I would get about 250 CRO. Bitcoin already back. Bitcoin is ouch. Don't do it, Bitcoin. You were the chosen one. If honestly this little X feud would create a big dump for the charts, that would be quite crazy. Just started today, you're way ahead of me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I think you're not doing anything wrong. I'm just playing this game already for a few months, so. And I invested quite a bit of money into the game as well. So what you can do is you can buy lands, you can purchase lands here on the website, or you can purchase them in-game. And of course, if you do it in-game, it's free. But if you do it on the website, you have to pay money for it. But the more you pay, the better the land also you get. So you can see also, I do have one legendary or mythical even, which is quite rare. I got a bit lucky, but you can see this land, this has all these fiery elements. This is a NFT worth $2,000. $2,000. Yeah. No, there was no reset. No reset. No reset, Mr. Meme Season. But this is a $2,000 NFT. That's creating a lot of additional diamonds. But this one is also quite an expensive NFT, but generates a lot less diamonds. And I got a few of these. I got one of all lands except the rarest 3. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get one of those either. So if anyone wondering, the most rare ones are the Lucent Ascent, this world map here, and we got the Stygian Storm. What actually helps generating more cash? That's also an issue for me, to be very honest. Generating cash is the hardest thing here. What I have is I do have some bonuses regarding this NFT. So the NFT is generating some bonuses for me. Load a line. But in general, if you do have a lot of diamonds, oh, you're about 7k an hour. That's not too bad. That's actually quite good. If you do have a lot of diamonds, I would just recommend to start using some boosters as well. So what I will now activate is I will go to the land with the least amount of upgrades. So Stygian Storm. I might want to update them as well. I can't, so I don't have enough cash to upgrade. So what I will do now, I will activate some boosts. I will buy probably this one, the 24 hours, so I can sleep at night. Activate. And you can see your diamond production is really, or not diamond, your money production is going up a lot quicker as well. You can see it in the top left here. The total amount, it was started about 150. Yeah, so the 115 actually. And now it's already going to a lot higher value. Boost the one with the least amount, so that's activated. Now I understand why one land gave me a lot more when I upgraded. It got way less. Yeah, so the one that's active, you need to boost. Don't boost them all, only boost the one. Where you see it's white, it's activated. Take a quick peek though at Bitcoin. This is good, guys. This is good. It kind of seems like it created, so this is still a new candle, but if it's going to end this way, it's setting here a higher low. So let's see if it continues this way. Cronos, it's getting close again to my line. Don't like it. It's good though so far. You can see it actually had quite a decent recovery. It had one big dump. You can see it lost the trend line. After losing the trend line, one big dump towards the next trend line. From support to support, makes sense. Sometimes if you're quick, there's a bit of delay between people trading CRO and people trading Bitcoin. So sometimes if you're lucky, you have to check Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is making a move to the downside, if you are quick, you can make a quick sell or buy order. That doesn't really matter. This often responds like 1 minute late. So Bitcoin makes a move, CRO makes a move like maybe even 30 seconds, like for the previous cycle. It was so easy to arbitrage Cronos because it was so predictable. I was just looking at Bitcoin. If I get like this notification like, hey, it's going up. Okay, buying Cronos. Bitcoin going down again. Okay, selling Cronos. Always in profit. But I think that I haven't really checked it a lot these days anymore. But previously, a really easy way to make a bit of arbitrage money here. Peter's saying it might be a lower high in the short term before the final drop towards 100k. Could be the case. I've been, you know what the thing is here? I've been talking about this drop for about 100k for already 2 weeks or something. I don't know exactly when, but it was coming. It was coming. It made sense. We are now very close, guys, to about 100k, or it's 102. 102, 101. It's very close to 100,000. I'm glad we're getting over with it, right? I'm glad we're getting done with it. It's time to move on, go to the next chapter, start pumping again, because this was necessary evil. After going to 112, oh wait, let me get this in the chart again. Exactly, a bit of a shakeout before the breakout. Anything special? Godfather right about 94k. Anything that we missed here? So I'm still thinking about this Elon Musk thing. Like the Epstein files with President Donald J. Trump. Like, I mean, does anything still surprise me? This is honestly the weirdest presidency I've ever witnessed in my entire life. It was weird. It's just very weird in general. So from the highs, we've went down about minus 10%. Minus 10%, that's nothing in Bitcoin terms. So especially, guys, because if you take a look at the weekly chart, we have been going up for 7 weeks straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks straight. So far, it's 2 weeks of downward momentum. It's nothing. Yeah, that's true. Presidency of Trump is a bit like a South Park episode What's the one called again? Like the President douche. Oh man, they don't really make any new episodes, do they? Apparently, Mr. Meme season. Apparently, Elon Musk was saying, well. Or is it? Elon just tweeted that Trump is in the Epstein files. So that's what's going on now. Imagine how I feel about strange presidencies. I've been about since the days of Nixon, and this is the weirdest one. I mean, yeah, that's true. At least he didn't get shot yet. Don't have any plans, guys, so don't you worry. I'm just about the market. Big surprise, though. Who wouldn't be on the list? You know, I've even heard some rumors that Bill Gates was on the list. Like, Bill Gates, like, he's the most, like, I don't know. He seems like such a cute nerd. Only working in the garage on his latest Microsoft version. But yeah, you don't know what money does with people, right? You don't know what money does to people. Yeah, so far, guys, we're holding on. We're holding on both for CRO, both for Bitcoin. This might go a bit lower, might go a bit higher. We don't know yet. Stock market, it's also going down a bit, but nothing too shabby. Come back to Cuba soon. I don't have any plans. It's quite an expensive flight. It was amazing though. For anyone wondering, last November I went to Cuba. I witnessed my first ever hurricane. That was quite scary. So a tip for anyone going to Cuba in October, not October. If you go to Cuba after the summer, there is risk of hurricanes. It isn't all too bad if you prepare the right way. It's all part of the Caribbean. It's happening. Typically, it's okay, you know. But the thing is, you need to be warned. If you're warned in time, people know what to do. Hey, Random Midwest, welcome. Love watching just before work. Just about to clock in for my 10-hour shift. Oh man, Random. Let's get ready for weekend, man. Let's get ready for weekend. Bjorn, have a good one. Strap in. Guys, hit the like button. Hey, Skywalker. Yeah, we might be moving up. I don't know exactly when. I think we still reach the top near November. October, November, I hope. No way, Skywalker. I'm honestly jealous. I'm honestly jealous. It's a fun fact though, guys. Every time we got a Bitcoin conference for the last 5 years, the market goes down. So Bitcoin conference is a big event for market dump. So maybe next year again, if you see the Bitcoin conference, yeah, prepare for a dump. Talking about preparing for a dump, guys, the market currently is potentially going down a bit more. That's the real truth here. It might hold. It might have a bit of a bounce today. We have about 4 more hours left before we see the daily close. So don't get too scared. It might still be a big fake out due to the news here. Potentially with Elon Musk. If you are scared though, play a game or two. Play a game like Main City. And if you don't like games, just wait. I'm back here on Sunday. Also get strapped in for a new video soon. So guys, don't forget to hit the like button, strap in, and then Sunday we'll close the week together with the weekly close. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy, and talk to you later. Bye.